So I want to begin by saying Namaskar, everyone. I want to appreciate you for being here. Thank you for being present. And thank you for your dedication to these classes. One of the biggest things that we can do for ourselves, especially as we move into the end of the year and starting a brand new year, is being consistent. And when we are consistent, gifts come from inside that allow us to sustain and to hold a practice. Let's say we wake up one day and we're not feeling great, or we've had a long day and we feel really tired, or our mental health is not okay, our emotional health is not okay, but we push beyond some of our limitations and we ask the divine for help. No, I want to show up for the practice. Let me just keep this one discipline in my space and just see what the benefits are. And more often than not, when we stay with the commitment, after the session or even during the session, we feel things starting to lift and starting to shift. So that shows us that whatever divine intention that we have for these practices that are deeper can help us to work through everything that is happening in our space. It's not just for the body, it's for our entire system. So you should be very proud of yourself that you make it to class and that you have this commitment. This is very much a journey that we are on together because we come here and we share a space together. We work from the inside together. When I look at you and I see you there and I see you in it, and we are in it together, and we are pushing through, and we're smiling, and we are in our process, yet we are in the same space, it allows all of us to go even deeper, okay? So holding this in mind, let's go ahead and start by coming into a space of silence. We know the intention that we are setting for this practice, that we may be strengthened at every level from within. As we sit here in this quiet space, we bring our attention to the body, opening ourselves for kindness towards the body. And we can help to feel a bit more comfortable by moving side to side. Just loosening up with a few breaths. Moving the shoulders, the head, the neck. Moving the hips just a little bit as we sit. Moving the toes and the ankles as well. As we do this, we feel that sense of peace coming into our space. And we take this even deeper as we follow the breath. Exhaling completely and deeply, nice and slow. Inhaling completely, breathing into that feeling of lightness, and exhaling any tension or stress. This feeling is meant to be enjoyed. And as we open the heart, let's really envelop the entire body, letting every cell know that this is a journey that we are having together. Our bodies are precious to us. Even as we push and we move and we flow, let's keep the divine intention that we're doing this with the utmost love from within. Staying in the present moment, holding each other in this space as well. We'll go ahead and begin with the sacred sound of one Om together. Let's breathe out. And in. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, welcome back to the space, everyone. So today we're going to start with a little bit of our standing loosening, come really into that strengthening of the entire body before coming down to the mat and continuing. So I'm going to ask everyone to please come to a standing position. Let's go ahead and bring our feet so that they are wider than hip distance. Placing both hands on the hips, we're going to begin with our neck rotations, dropping the chin down into the chest. Let's inhale, coming up to one side. Exhaling down and around. Nice and slow. Going in the opposite direction. We're engaging the breath. Let's do one more. Relaxing the head back in neutral. Let's go ahead and engage the shoulders. Inhale, coming up and around. Exhaling back and down. Let's go in the opposite direction. One more. Good. Placing the hands on the hips. Let's begin by pushing our pelvis forward. Bring the elbows back. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Now we're going to exhale, come forward all the way down, looking between the legs into a half forward fold. Coming back up, inhale. Push the pelvis forward. Exhale, coming down. Keep the hands on the hips. Good, let's continue. Just warming up the spine. Let's do two more. Last one, come down. Okay, then we're going to inhale up to one side, come into full hip rotations along with the torso. Okay, let's go in the opposite direction. Slowly coming up. And relax. Okay, let's go ahead, grab a hold of 2 of our weights. We're gonna spread the legs nice and wide. Point the toes out to the corners of the mat. We're going to come into a nice low bend. Okay, keep the torso nice and tall, shoulders are back and relaxed. Getting ready to engage with our cleansing breath. So pulling the weights up. Let's begin with an exhale through the mouth. Little pause, we're going to take our time. Stay low. One more at this pace. Good, getting ready to pick it up. Last 2. Good. Slowly come up and relax. Keep the weights nice and low. Sink down even more. Be here and breathe. Getting ready to engage in our breath of fire. We're going to go for as long as we can. Let's get comfortable. Let's get into the flow and let's really enjoy. Hang the weights so that they are comfortable. Shoulders are back and down. Upper body is relaxed. Let's begin with a deep exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in. Let's begin. Keep the heart open and find the rhythm. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold. Stay in that bend. Deep breathing. Keep the heart open. Come down even more. Excellent, slowly coming up. Good, we're gonna keep a hold of the weights, walk the feet together. Okay, I'm keeping my feet so that they are just a little bit wider than my hips, and I'm sinking down into a micro bend. So just unlock the knees and be comfortable here. Okay, let's go ahead, bring our weights up into an L shape. Okay, now bringing them so that they are a little bit behind the shoulders. That gives us a different level of activation, almost like when we are in downward dog, just recreating that with the weights. So we're going to inhale up, bring the arms together. Exhale down into that L shape, slow and controlled. You can exhale through the mouth. Let's continue. Beautiful, everyone. Let's keep going. All of the abdominals are also being engaged. We like that. Not losing awareness of the lower body. Both is equally engaged. In. Do 3 more. Last one. Good, and relax down. Take a few breaths here before we continue. Come back down into that grounded stance. We're just going to inhale both arms up to the sides. We're going to hold here, extend, and breathe. Last one. Beautiful, everyone, and release. Marvelous. Let's go ahead, bring the weights down. Getting ready for our yogic jogging. Let's extend both arms, thumbs inside, fingers over. Place both hands on the chest, and let's begin. Just by lifting the heels off of the mat. Nice deep breathing. Good, engage the core, knees up, lean back. Good, normal jogging. Okay, heels to buttocks. Okay, normal jogging. Deep breathing, keep the heart open. Let's keep going. Free the hands and side to side. Good, normal jogging. We're using the energy from inside. Let's keep going. Slowing down. Beautiful, everyone. Let's spread the legs nice and wide. Take the hands, place it above the knees. We're going to exhale through the upper chest, through rounded lips. Let's do 3 more. Last one. We're going to stay here. Keep the legs spread nice and wide. We should be able to comfortably place the palms down. And we are just looking between both legs. Deep breathing here for a few breaths. Getting ready for a dynamic movement in this position. First, we are going to stay in flat back. So just looking up. When I say flat back, that means the torso is parallel to the ground. On my fingertips, and we're just looking forward. Good. Okay. While my torso is in this position, I'm going to go ahead, bring both arms up. Palms are above the level of the shoulders for that toning. We're going to stay here and breathe. Keep holding. Good. Now we're going to use that dynamic breathing, short, sharp inhalations and exhalations from the nostrils. As I exhale, I'm bringing one hand to the opposite ankle. Opposite hand comes up. I'm going to inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale to the opposite side. Okay, let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into that flat back position, arms up. Hold here for a few breaths. Very good. Slowly coming up. Relax here for a moment. Okay. Let's bring the legs together. We're going to go ahead, adjust the cameras pointing down and coming down onto the mat. Let's come down into our tabletop position. So palms are below shoulders, knees are below hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide so that the middle fingers are facing forward. And we're going to start by pointing the pelvis down, round the spine. Bring the chin down into the chest on the exhale. Now we're going to inhale, tilt the pelvis up. Bring the shoulders back and down, drop the abdomen, and we're looking up. Let's continue. Synchronize the breath. Let's do 2 more complete rounds. And relaxing the spine in neutral. Let's go ahead and shift our weight towards the left palm and the left knee. We're going to bring our toes back. Inhale the right leg up. Push away from the palms, so we're going to be here for a few breaths. Push away from the palms. While we are lifting the back leg, we're going to hold. When you are ready, on the exhale, we're slowly going to lower this leg down. Toes hitting the ground, very good. Inhaling back up, nice and slow. And continuing this sequence. Good, let's take our time. We're going to do 5 more. Keep pushing away from the palms. Good, last 3. Two. And 1. Beautiful. Just relax. Bring the knee down. We're going to shift our weight right over to the right side. Extend the left toes back. Okay. Getting ready to pick it up. Push away. Push out of the back of the heel. Very good. Push away from the ground. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. When you are ready, we're slowly going to lower the toes down to the ground on the exhale, nice and slow. Good, inhaling the leg up. Exhaling down. Use the breath, keep the heart open. Let's do 5 more. last two. Last one. Beautiful. Bring the knee down. We're just going to sit back on the heels for a moment. Okay, coming into a deep hamstring stretch. So right where we are just going to lean back, come down onto the elbows, try to keep the knees in line with the hips, hanging the head back and relax. Deep breathing. Beautiful. Slowly coming up. Let's go ahead, spread the palms, place it close towards the edge of the mat. Plant the toes down, lead from the abdominal muscles, scoop up the spine, and we're pushing back into our downward dog. Very good. We're going to relax into this. Stay here for a few breaths. Push down on the heels. Push away from the palms. Good. Here we're going to incorporate our breath of fire, short, sharp inhalations through the nostrils, pumping action of the abdomen. Let's begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the knees down. We're just going to sit back into our child's pose. Bring the forehead down before we continue. Remember, in these quiet moments, it's a nice opportunity for us to remind the body and all of the cells that we're filling it with love, energy, excitement, strengthening. Let's go ahead, come back into that downward dog. Spreading the fingers, keeping them in line with the shoulders, pushing back. Okay, and now we're really going to do a full body sequence. So I'm pushing back into my downward dog, and I'm going to inhale, coming forward into plank. Feel the strength of the body, very good. And we're going to exhale back into downward dog. Inhaling into plank, good. Feel the strength. Exhale to downward dog. Let's continue this sequence. Feel the lengthening and the strengthening of all of the muscles. Let's keep going. Okay, let's do 5 more. Last 2. Last 1. Now we're going to push back into our downward dog and hold. Deep breathing. Very good. Drop the knees. Excellent, everyone. Let's go ahead and take the legs out. Just sitting up, nice and straight. Okay. We're going to grab a hold of one of our weights. Take a moment. Okay, I'm actually going to face this way so it's easier to see you. Okay. Again, things are burning. Okay, we're going to grab a hold of the weight, relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in here. Now as we exhale, we're just going to lean back. Lean back. Very good. Hold here and breathe. Keep the upper body relaxed. Come back even more. We're going to elevate this in a few breaths. Really try to elongate the breath. Good, slowly coming up and relax. Beautiful, everyone. Just be here. Getting ready to take this even further. I'm going to scoot a little bit forward so I have space. Okay, so keeping my toes and my ankles together, as well as the knees, I'm going to come back with the weight. I'm going to lean back. And then when I am at my maximum, I'm going to move from side to side. We can synchronize the breath here, and we're going to do this in a different way in a little bit. But just exhaling down to the side, inhaling up, exhaling down. See if we can stay nice and low. Take your time. Good, let's keep going. Three more on each side. Good, we're going to hold. Now hold, lean back, hold again. Very good. Be relaxed. We can do it. Excellent. Coming up and relax. Beautiful, everyone. Gosh, congratulate yourselves in this moment. Even though sometimes it feels a little bit laboring, just notice how much stronger your bodies are getting. This is good. Okay, take a moment here. That's actually a variation to what we've done before, the Bhunamanasana, but it's a good way for us to work the obliques, and as you can feel, This pocket over here that sometimes we collect a little bit of extra skin, that is what we are working as well. We're going to elevate this even more by doing our variation of boat pose. So let's go ahead, bend the legs. I'm going to turn to the side here. Walk the heels towards the pelvis. Just picking the heels up, keep the weight close by. Very good. Now we're going to try to keep the spinal column nice and tall. The abdominal muscles actually really help us to keep a nice stable posture. So as we breathe, we're just going to feel the abdomen pushing against the thighs. Let's cross the feet. Okay. We're going to work on bringing the toes so that they are above the knees. Okay, getting ready for our variation. Let's go ahead, grab a hold of the weight. Keep the toes elevated, and we're going to bring the weight down side to side. Last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Put the weight down, keep the toes and the heels elevated off of the mat. Relax the shoulders down. Be here for a few breaths, and we're going to do this on the opposite side. When I say that, I mean just crossing the feet over the other way. Very good. Let's go ahead, pull the toes up. Feeling the entire body being engaged. Let's grab a hold of the weight and let's do it again. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Put the weight down. Don't drop the heels. Keep it elevated and give ourselves a nice hug. Deep exhale through the mouth. Beautiful job, everyone. Let the body really be nourished by our sense of accomplishment, happiness, love, and joy. Okay, let's go ahead, extend the legs. Let's lie down completely on the mat. Let's go ahead, place the palms on top of the knees, and we are just going to make nice, big rotations. Synchronizing this with the breath. Okay, let's go in the opposite direction. Okay, let's grab a hold of our big toes, really open up the hips, bring the heels up towards the ceiling and just rock from side to side. Feel that openness in the hips. Really pull the heels up, open up even more. Excellent. Let's bring the heels down, extend the left leg out, all the way down to the mat. Let's take the right knee and really pull that into the chest. Enjoy this feeling of a deep stretch. Okay, let's bend the left leg. Bring the right heel on top of the thigh. Interlace the fingers just behind the left thigh and pulling this deeply into the chest. Nice stretch. Good, let's do the opposite side. Extending the right leg out, bring the left knee into the chest. Okay, you should feel a nice deep stretch as we exhale, pulling the knee even more into the chest. Let's go ahead, bend the right leg, placing the left heel on the thigh, taking both of our hands, interlacing it behind the right thigh, and pulling into the chest. Beautiful, bringing the heel down. Let's extend the arms so that they are in line with the shoulders, palms facing down. Bring both knees into the chest as we inhale. Exhale, dropping both to one side and looking in the opposite direction. Enjoy the stretch. It's a nice feeling as we stretch. Let's also enjoy this on the opposite side, bringing both knees into the chest, dropping them down, and looking in the opposite direction of our knees. When you are ready, pulling both knees into the chest, wrapping our arms around the knees, grabbing a hold of our elbows, and just pulling our forehead to meet both knees. Enjoy deep breathing. When you are ready, bringing the head down, extending the legs out to the edges of the mat. Palms facing up, away from the body. Just being here for a few breaths. Silence in a relaxed space. This is where we allow our bodies to be nourished by our practice. In this peaceful space, we continue to hold the body in our loving kindness. Recalling all of the beautiful tools we would have used in our practice. We know that every cell, tissue, organ, and system in our body is deeply nourished by our practice. May we feel this in every moment. We know that even after we leave the mat, these sustaining energies continue to flow. May it sustain and lift us in the moments when we need it the most. And may the body always remember how bright and strong it feels in this moment. Let's take a few deep breaths into the core. Bringing ourselves back into the space. Moving the fingers and the toes and the head from side to side. When you are ready, slowly making your way up to a seated position as you prepare to close the practice. We are in the deepest gratitude for the physical form. Being able to move and to breathe, to enjoy and to strengthen. We are in gratitude for each other for creating a beautiful space for practice, full of love and joy and determination as well. To the masters of yoga who encourage these practices, we ask for their blessing as well. And knowing that all of these energies will continue to sustain the physical form in everything that we do, we are grateful from the inner space for this. Holding this in our being, we'll go ahead and end with the sacred sound of one Om together. Let's breathe out. And in. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining into this practice. As we know, all of the wonderful energies that we cultivate in these practices continue to sustain us and continue to flow even after we leave the mat. May we all continue to be nourished deeply from the inner space. May all of these wonderful and encouraging things that we feel inside really lift us, especially when we need it the most. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your dedication to these practices. Thank you for showing up and for being here. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this, and then I wouldn't be able to enjoy either. But I deeply enjoy this from the depth of me. So thank you for giving me this opportunity as well. Thank you so much again. Namaskar.